it takes a little bit of work here to be happy. It takes work. It takes intentional work, but it's also necessary to find these bouts of joy through what's going on.
I'm super excited to talk to you. How are you, Brandee?
Thank you so much. I'm really happy to be here. And I'm good. I'm randomly in Florida with my folks right now.
I love it. I'm so happy to be speaking to you this morning because I actually was playing your music and I woke up a little tense. And I was like, hold on, like my nervous system is like, I'm loosened up now. So I'm happy to talk about how music and wellness, how that intersects in your own, in your personal journey. So yeah. So the way that I typically start the conversation is by asking you, how are you? PMS. So P is for physically, M is mentally, and S is spiritually. You can go as deep or as not as you want to. So how are you?
I'm good. You know what? So physically, I realize, the more years that go on and the more work you do, that is accompanied with a fatigue. And I'm like, wow, I guess it's just like, I think I got tired once I hit 30. And then here on out,
Yes.
that's like that's the norm.
Yep.
That's the norm. And so you get used to sort of functioning with this as the norm, but I'm like looking for a way to like not be tired all the time, which would be great. Mentally, I do think I'm together. I could be together much more. And I think a big part of it is the physical and that I'm just tired. The physical fatigue bleeds into the mental fatigue.
Truly.
Where I sort of sit back like, okay, I'm working. Oh, I have to chill out.
Yeah.
I need to, and chill doesn't mean just sit down and chill. It means chill that brain out. It means put the phone down. Oh my gosh, put the phone down.
Yes.
Even the new purse. Put the phone down. Yes. I'm finding that the phone, and I'm saying this really, I'm talking to myself, not you.
No, you're talking to me.
It's like, all right, let me chill out. Oh, I see this cute little handbag. Oh, let me go on TikTok and find reviews. Oh, I'm going somewhere. Oh, let me find where the best places to go. It's just like, I got to pick up that phone for everything.
Yep.
And so that could be a habit that I need to kick. I'm working on it. And spiritually, I think I'm good, but I could be better, if you know what I'm saying.
I hear you. Listen, the phone piece is so me. Like I tell myself that, I'm going to, take a little break for a second, go sit down on the couch. An hour, 2 hours have gone by and I've been scrolling. I'm more tired. And the spiritual piece, I'm right there with you. It's, I find it really challenging to be like, really like spiritually well in this climate. Just if you have a little bit of peace of knowing what's going on in the world around us, it's hard to feel settled,
Absolutely. It takes a lot of work, but not just work. It's sort of dealing with is it okay for me to take a beat when all of this is going on?
Yeah.
It's a struggle to try to just balance what's okay.
Yeah. I think one of the things that artists like you really illustrate to us is that we have to take those beats, you know what I mean, to replenish ourselves because
yes.
Yeah, I think part of the resistance and part of being active participants in our societies is knowing how to replenish ourselves, whether it's like through creative endeavors like music and indulging in the arts and reading and just taking a nap even, shoot. Like we got to do it. Yeah, got to do it. Yes. So I would love to talk about your project, and it is called Gadabout Season. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Talk to me about what does that mean?
So, it really started because I got a word of the day email that said Gadabout, and a Gadabout is someone who is someone that's looking for fun, someone who wanders looking for fun or social fun. And I sent it to one of my bandmates and I said, hey, you're a Gadabout. And we're just laughing. It's just a joke. And then it popped up in another word of the day email. I have a couple of those different like Babbel and one of those others. And I go, oh my gosh, here's Gadabout again. So anytime that we were on the road on tour, which by the way, people come to concerts and it looks really great and fun. But what people don't see is all that's happening in the background or what it took for us to just physically get there. You know, you get into a town or country, depending on where we are, you have to sound check. Hurry up, change, shower if you can, maybe grab a bite to eat, and then go play a concert, go do the merchandise, repeat.
Yeah.
Back to the room, pack up, 4 or 5 a.m. lobby call, next plane, next train. It's really taxing. And so while we're out working, we have to make decisions. And it's like, okay, do we have time to go and experience like the cuisine of this place? Or can we go for a walk because we've been scrunched up on a plane all day? Can we do something for ourselves that's a little bit fun while we're here? And making that conscious decision, we knew we were choosing sleep or rest over doing something. And so we'd say, it's Gadabout season, let's go do this. Or it's Gadabout season, let's do that. It kind of became like a new YOLO in a way. And that really ended up translating to this album. I wrote the album, and the process of composing and recording this album, which was we took a bit of time to do it. When I'm born and raised New Yorker, and I employ some of the not so great qualities of a New Yorker. Hustle, bustle, hurry up. And I'm that way in the studio. I just want to record and run. But no, we took our time, and the producer who I was working with, who's actually my bandmate, his name is Rashawn Carter, his process is the opposite of mine. It's like super slow. So I had to learn a lot in that process. But what it helped me do was to kind of stop and process things I was dealing with personally, you know, that I hadn't really processed. So going through the process of writing, recording again, listening, recording again, it really kind of helped me to like heal in ways and to find ways to deal other than work, because work is that's my thing. That's my drug of choice. Work. And it helped me to take care of myself. It was like, okay, it takes a little bit of work here to be happy. It takes work. It takes intentional work, but it's also necessary to find these bouts of joy through what's going on. You know, the music itself, it covers the whole gambit, full range of emotions. And it's really what I think of it as. This was a very long way of saying it's a search for joy.
I love
really.
it.
And after the album, you know, after it was all said and done, I'm realizing like this isn't about me and my little issues. It's actually a much bigger thing. You know, when we think about what we have to deal with every day on so many different levels, and with the news and everything going on in the world, it's like we have to do something to find a bit of joy, using joy as a form of resistance, using, you know, joy as a form of healing so that we can replenish and like do the thing. It's this ongoing thing.
Yeah, ongoing. Yeah. One of the things that I come to terms with is what you just said. You know, you have to be intentional about finding joy. For whatever reason, I thought that once I accomplished the things, then the joy would come. And as I've learned, like, absolutely not.
It don't work that way.
Absolutely not. I wish.
I think we all think that, right? As soon as I get that thing, I'll be good. Oh, as soon as I have that thing, I'll be good. As soon as I accomplish this goal, I'll be good.
Yep. And yeah, that has not been the situation at all. So I've been working on really cultivating a practice of every day I have to find something that I do that it makes me joyful. Even if it's a little thing. For me, it's a nap, might be a shower at my smell goods, like if that's all I could fit in my schedule. So what are some things that you do, big or small, that help you cultivate that joy practice every day?
I'm glad that you said that, because one thing you learn to do is to appreciate the small things.
Mhm.
It's like these small things are wins. Like, okay. And especially it's like, you ever gone on a vacation or somewhere and it wasn't what you expected
Yes. Yes.
in not a good way?
Yes. I get pissed because I spent money on this. Yes.
Right. But you're like, you know what? I'm here.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna make the best of it. I'm gonna make the best of it. So like, I think I'm not gonna lie. First and foremost, and I do this on the road, I do this at home, I do this anywhere I am. Find me some good food.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Enjoy a meal.
Yes.
You know, one of the things that I think a lot of musicians that work a lot, I think we all enjoy this is, you know, when you leave New York and you go to Europe and you're like, you know what? These dudes are sitting outside enjoying their coffee
Truly.
for like an hour.
Yep.
I'm going to do that too. And that was, you know, that's part of the thing that, you know, we do it more over there, but bringing that over here, it's okay. Take time
Mm-hmm.
to sit there and actually have a conversation with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't like to use a phone. I don't like to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get over yourself and sit there and talk to a stranger. Have a good meal. Force a walk. I may not feel like taking a walk, but after I took the walk, I always feel so much better.
Yep.
Like you said, a nap, Cassandra. It's a rare occurrence when it can happen because even if I have the time, I can't just. Actually, someone posted on Threads the other day, oh, is it just me? But as soon as the plane takes off, I'm out. And then it lands and I'm up. And I'm like, is that a man thing? Because I see men do that all the time on planes and I'm just jealous.
Honestly, I'm like that too. I think,
really?
Yeah, it's like an illness. Like I will sit down, lock in after she's done with her, the exits are here and there, I'm out. And I wake up when I feel that we're landing, unless it's turbulence.
I'm
like
jealous because I can't really sleep very well on planes unless I have a whole row to myself or I'm in first class and recline.
Mm-hmm.
But those naps, money can't buy a nap.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
So those are the things I like. I like food. I like rest. I like sitting down with a cup of coffee for a very long time.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
So as somebody who tours, so you've been all over the place outside of New York, where are your top food destinations?
Oh, Cassandra, I was not ready for this. Okay, Italy, duh, because you can get literally the best pizza.
Yeah?
Yeah. And not to sound tacky, you can, and by the way, this is a New Yorker saying you can get the best pizza in Italy. Just saying. Right? Because, you know, any other time, I'm like, yeah, there's a real pizza anywhere else. But also the wine, you can get the wine at like a drugstore.
And it's still good.
And it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. So I think I like probably Italian food in Italy is my top.
Mm-hmm.
But there are so many places in Germany that have so many different kinds of food because, you know, we're spoiled rotten in New York. We have all these
all
different
things.
Mm-hmm. And so I feel like when I'm in certain cities in Germany, I can get that same thing. But across the board, the quality you're going to get is so much better because you're not going to get the preservatives.
Sure.
I do enjoy certain places in France.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of that Key and Peele. I don't know if you saw that where he's ordering. He's on a date and he's ordering. And he's like, it's a French restaurant. And he's like, don't worry, I'll order for you. But it turns out the girl actually speaks French and he doesn't. That just made me think about that. When ordering, I do not try to struggle. I cannot speak French. But I know how to point and say exactly what I want.
Right.
But I think the biggest thing with European food is you're not going to get all bloated and you can eat as much. If you're on like the no carb diet at home, go over there and just eat bread, pasta. And like, you're like, I'm good. I'm good after. Yeah.
I gotcha. So I made like a little face with Italy because I realized I have not been to Italy yet, but I realized that I don't like authentic Italian food. I like give me all the salt, all the sugar in like Olive Garden or like Carrabba's. Like
no, Cassandra, no.
Give me the preservatives, please.
No, Cassandra. Okay, we have to go out.
Yes.
We have to go out because I think that once you get rid of it, you'll be like, oh, oops.
Like, what is that? Yeah. What was I eating before?
It's sort of like years ago, I had to kick sugar for a while and I was fine. And then, although I had sugar, I had a cookie and then next day I craved it. It's like a drug addiction. It was crazy. But my point is, it got to the point where now I can taste the artificial sugar right away and you don't want it.
Yeah.
You don't want it.
I mean, I just need to like leave this country for an extended period of time because
we're gonna go out. You don't even have to leave the country to experience it. We could do it right here in the States.
Okay. Because normally,
where are you?
I'm from Jersey, but right now I'm in Charlotte.
Okay, so, you get great food there.
Yeah. I don't know.
You can.
I don't know. I think I've been spoiled, like living in the tri-state area where you can get everything authentically.
I know.
My nose has been in the air since I've been here. Like, what is this?
I'm like that. I have that attitude. I do. But Chicago.
Yes, my love.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chicago's on point with the food.
Yes, they are. Yeah. So I want to get back to a couple of things. So you have so many accomplishments. One being that you're the 2025 recipient of the Doris Duke Artist Award, and you are Grammy nominated. Like, do you look in the mirror and you're just like, dang, I am really her?
No, I've never done that.
You should.
Okay.
You should. I would love to know, did you see yourself when you started playing instruments and became a musician? Did you see your life being what it is today? Like, did you always envision this?
No, it's so funny. When I was younger, like in college, undergrad, I knew I needed music to be a part of my life. You know, that was clear. And I was debating between studying music business and music education. The performance degree came with the scholarship, so I knew I had to do performance. But I was like, I probably won't end up performing, so let me make sure I double major in something that I can do. That's the way I was thinking. You know, you want to think like you make sure I can make a living, you know.
Yep.
And I remember leaving college, undergrad, asking my teacher, she's the most diplomatic person. And I was like, you think I'm good enough to like make a living with the instrument? And she just said 3 words, you're good enough. I could read through that, but all I need is the, mustard seed faith. Yes. I just need that little bit.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, I read that. Okay, I'm going to go back to school. You know, I said, I'm going to go to graduate school. I'm just going to continue to study, try to get better and better at the instrument. And of course I did work to make a living. Like played weddings, lots of weddings, which as a harpist, you make a decent living. But I wasn't fulfilled. We're happy, actually. So I was already doing other stuff, really for my artistic fulfillment, I guess. But it's something that really started to form over time. I wasn't groomed necessarily early on to do what I do today. But what it took in a nutshell was me figuring out how to combine who I am as a person with the music that I'm playing and the type of music I'm playing. And that came as a result of, I would seek out recordings. I wanted to record with everyone. Like my first top 40 recording was Cassie's album, and it's like, okay, what am I listening to? I'm listening to hip hop on the radio. I'm listening to hip hop. I'm listening to R&B. So how can I incorporate my instrument into these styles of music that I'm listening to? So that's how I started, really. And then starting to connect it to who I am as a person. So I'm studying classical music. It's all good and fine, but at home, for my pleasure, I'm playing through, I don't know, Toni Braxton or whatever I'm hearing on the radio. I'm playing like This Woman's Work by Maxwell because that harp in the background, So at some point, I was like, okay, I think I got to bridge my worlds together. And when I bridged my worlds together is when things really started to come together for me professionally. It was like, okay, all I had to do was be true to myself, like they say.
Yeah.
Right? How many times did I watch The Wiz? Believe in yourself.
But that's a message right there, because I think a lot of us, and I'm going to say me, I tried to fit myself into the box that was created for me.
Of course.
And it didn't feel good. It didn't feel comfortable. And I thought I would get more success by doing that. And
Right.
no, to your point is be who you are, and the opportunity will rise to meet you, and, it'll feel better too.
I think, Cassandra, it's easier for us to say that now.
Absolutely.
Because I'm sure you heard it a million times before, right?
Yep, for sure. For sure. I think for me, I didn't know who I was. So did you feel that music helped you to find who you, Brandee, are as a person?
As a person, in a way, actually, yeah, it helped. It helped. It didn't do it, but it totally helped, because when you're younger, sometimes you think you know who you are, but
That's
then
true.
life happens, and then you start to learn all different things about yourself. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
And not just, or maybe sometimes you know certain things, but you don't want to accept it.
Yeah. That
Right?
part. Yeah.
I've come to terms with certain things like, yeah, I am a homebody, and that's me. That's cool. I don't want to leave the house.
Right.
Sounds so unhealthy, but hey, there are ways to still be at home and be outside,
Yes. Be outside in doses, right?
Yeah, right.
So you talked earlier in the conversation about how touring can be exhausting, and that your body gave you some cues that you were exhausted, right?
Yeah.
So there's a mention of like fibroids and high blood pressure, anxiety, things like that. For those who are listening, what are some cues, that more subtle cues, that you think you may have overlooked to let you know that you were exhausted?
This is going to sound crazy, actually. I was doing some master classes, and I was like talking to younger students, harpists, about sort of my journey. And one of the things, this is one thing that was consistent from before college, is I never really loved playing in orchestra, because I realized how much anxiety it produced for me. And I realized, like, all these years through high school, junior high school, college, after college, professionally, that my heart shouldn't be racing a mile a minute to play something.
Yeah.
The pressure to play it perfectly. God forbid you make a mistake, you get fired,
Yeah.
And I just realized, like, I shouldn't feel like I'm having an anxiety attack every time I play a gig.
Yeah.
A concert. I have similar anxiety. And by the way, for people in the arts, performance anxiety is huge. A lot of people have it. Some people don't at all, or their performance anxiety comes out in a different way. Mine comes out in a very traditional way. It's your heart racing, hand shaking, which hand shaking on any instrument is not a good thing. But for me, it's just like, I shouldn't always feel like this.
Yeah.
Right? It's getting parts for concerts and then deciding whether I should take it or not based on if I have enough time to learn it, coupled with, but I need to make sure I'm doing this many amount of jobs so that I can pay my bills. What does that all produce?
All types of heart stuff, yeah.
Anxiety. And it's just like, and by the way, no one ever asked about this, so thanks. Just all the years of that compounding, preparing for the thing and then doing the thing. Preparing for the thing and doing the thing. Preparing for the thing and doing the thing. The necessity to pay your bills. So there's not like, I can't just take off a month. And then just not knowing certain things. So the anxiety, I was obvious because you feel it. You feel it. I mean, it's just like something doesn't feel good. But then, like, you just go to your doctor, normal stuff, and it's like, maybe you have a fibroid. All right, so what's that? Tell me more. Is it a big deal? Do I need to pay attention to it? And then just getting sent to another doctor. Oh, you need to get them taken out. And can we talk a bit more?
Right.
Let me just go for a second opinion. Oh, yeah, you need them taken out. Not too much explanation, but I was like, okay. I had a third doctor look at the MRI, and he was like a friend, and he was like, yeah, you need to get these taken out. So I'm like, dang, I guess I need to get these taken out. And then the thought of asking my sister, do you have fibroids? Yeah. bruh. Okay.
Right. Why haven't we talked about this?
Yeah. Like, you want to get yours taken out? She's like, I want to have a kid. And I was like, does that mean you can't have a kid? It's like, and then you join the Facebook group and it's like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
That Facebook group. Oh my God.
It's like a blessing and a curse because you might learn some things, but also you're learning some things.
And then just being confused and realistic and, you can take the whole uterus out, but maybe you want to have kids or keep the thing. It's just like, okay, I don't know what to do here. But what made me think about the fibroids or acknowledge them was that my iron was so low. It's funny. One day my doctor called on a Sunday and she doesn't do that. First of all, she doesn't call. The doctor calls. It's like, you got to pay attention. But it was a Sunday. And she's like, are you out of breath? And I was like, no. She's like, you breathing okay? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, a little out of breath on the subway steps. I thought I was just getting fat, And she's like, your iron is like really, really low. I'm like, well, what do I got to do? Eat a steak? Because, I don't eat red meat. And I didn't since I was like 9. But that's really what made me realize they were like sucking me dry.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. And the MRI showed like 12 and they took 35, but they're back. But they're not large. They're not large. But I started to notice, they're back. They're small, multiple, all around my poor little uterus, but small. And, I hear, of course, and my sister, by the way, never got hers removed. And she's 45. She just had a baby, nice and healthy and naturally. All naturally, not even a little C-section. It's like, wow. I was like, you're like a superhero. Like a superhero, And, I think I just saw, was it Lupita who recently just kind of talked about having hers removed and folks talking about it. And my friend just got hers removed and she felt really lost. And I was like, I got mine removed. And then she's like, really? And then she started calling me all day. And I was like, it's fine. It's actually kind of fun to talk about because I guess it does feel isolating. You don't want to just listen to your doctor. The doctor's like, I think if it were up to them, they'd be like, please just take that thing out so that you don't have to continue to go through have these symptoms. And, so it's a whole new world.
Really and truly. And I hate that this is such a common conversation, especially amongst Black women. Like so many, I forget what the statistic was.
Well, I'm wondering if it's more or less like it's common in Black women, but is it really common in like the boomers, the baby boomers? As common? I feel like it's like a certain generation down.
I feel like okay, so my mom is a boomer and she had half her uterus removed before she had me. So she wasn't sure she could have children.
Oh, wow.
And I remember my aunties, were they boomers or Gen X? A lot of my aunties had this similar situation. And
my aunt did too. And she had a partial hysterectomy.
Yeah.
My mom was like, ew, that one is mentioned on mom. She goes, ew, what's that? You know. But I do wonder also, is it something that doesn't plague you as much when you have kids? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know.
There is a hormonal component. So the estrogen is going to feed it. Sometimes it gets better after children. Sometimes it doesn't. I found out that I had a fibroid when I was pregnant with my first because the way he was growing, he was standing vertically and his head was irritating the fibroid, which made me feel pain. But then after I had him, I went back, it was gone. It regressed. I don't know. But I also wonder if there is, outside of the genetic component, to your point, I think you're trying to say maybe there is more environmental stuff that's contributing to it. And for whatever reason, it's manifesting in us. I have a conspiracy theory. I think our trauma, I feel like we are more likely to hold it in our womb. That's my
no, Cassandra,
conspiracy theory.
You do not sound crazy. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. You're absolutely right. What do they say? 20/20 hindsight? I was like, wow, I was in literally the most toxic relationship ever. Duh. What do you expect?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I don't think there's no conspiracy there.
Yeah.
And if you talk to a lot of other people, it's and traumas that happen in different ways, it's everyone processes things differently, and we tend to, like, I have Black women, we want to, everything's like it's internal.
Yes. Oh,
The stupid strength thing, you know?
right.
That's the Blue Note. I ran into a wonderful trumpeter, Keon Harold, and I forgot what we were talking about. And he said, I said, I'm just tired. And he goes, oh, you're strong. And I was like, I want to be strong.
That part.
I want to be strong. I want to be weak.
Right. Come save me, somebody. Right.
I'm sick of being strong. Let me be weak.
Right. Yep. I was actually at therapy yesterday, and I forget what she said. She essentially was telling me how I intellectualize my feelings. I'm just like, because I don't want to feel it. I'm just saying, honestly, I don't know how to feel it. And she's just like, yeah, because you get busy whenever you feel discomfort, you busy yourself with all the things.
You do the thing.
Yes. I'm like, yep, let's figure out what project I can start, what I can do better. Right. Like, I don't want to feel these emotions. And she's just like, your body is taking note of every single thing that you're going through. So yeah, your brain may suppress it and throw it back there, but that body is definitely keeping score. And I'm like, yes. So she's like, go ahead. Whenever you feel uncomfortable, sit with it and figure it out. Like, not even figure it out, just sit with it, whatever that feeling is, because that's how you heal. And I'm like, you know what, lady? All right. So I would love to do a little bit of a quick fire round. So we touched on food earlier. What is your go-to meal after a show?
Well, it depends on where you are and how late it is and what's open, because I will be realistic. Usually it's the doner kebab spots that are open in Europe.
Oh, okay.
If you need a late night something to eat, it's usually a doner kebab. Not because that's what I want to eat, but I'm not going to really eat like fast food things, and that's what's there.
Gotcha. Okay. What's your favorite sound besides the harp?
Instrument?
It could be instrument. It could be, I don't know, anything in nature, whatever. Favorite sound in general.
I like the sea. That's my joint.
Oh, yes. That is so calming. Yes. Yes, yes. If joy had a scent, what would it be?
Ooh. It'd be like a little bit of fruit and floral mixed together.
What fruit?
Oh. I like a citrus vibe.
Okay, nice. Book, bath, or barefoot walk? What's your ideal reset if you had to pick from one of those?
You know what? A barefoot walk where I don't have to worry about stepping on nasty things. That's what I would prefer. But what do I do?
Yes.
I do the book, but I prefer the barefoot walk. But I live in the city.
I feel you. It's dangerous. Mm-hmm. What's something people would be surprised to learn brings you peace?
People are usually surprised to learn that that I'm funny, that I'm a clown, but brings me peace. Probably the water. People look at me as like water sports. No, I live in the city, so I don't have time to do any of that. But in my heart of hearts, I want to be in the water, swimming. That's my peace.
When's your birthday?
July 1st, I'm a Cancer.
Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, I love me a Cancer. You guys are heart-led. I love it.
Loyal to a fault.
Finish the sentence. I feel most like myself when I blank.
Ooh, with family and friends and eating.
I love it. Brandee, you're so fun. Can we be friends?
We're going out to eat, Cassandra.
Listen, I was like looking to see if you had any tour dates coming up in Charlotte, but no, nobody comes to Charlotte. Okay, this is why I need to get out of here.
How far are you from Chapel Hill, Durham?
Like 3 hours. 3 hours. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna work on it, but also let me know when you come to Joyzy.
Yes, I will. But thank you so much. Before we wrap up, where can the people find you and purchase all the things?
Gotcha. Yes. So my website is just my name. That's brandeeyounger.com. And that's Brandee with 2 E's.
Period.
And also on Instagram, I'm harpista.
Nice. So we'll have all those things linked down below in the show notes. Thank you for this conversation, for your time. I'm just so grateful.
Thank you so much for having me. You're fun.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you for listening to this episode of Be Well Sis. If you'd like to get in touch with us, there's a link in the show notes. Be Well Sis is hosted by me, Dr. Cassandra Dunbar, and produced by Edit Audio. Don't forget to hit follow so you never miss an episode. Until next time, be well, sis.